On February 4th, one of Lufthansa's Airbus A350-900s returned from the Falkland Islands. At 14 hours, the flight clocked in at around an hour and a half shorter than the outbound journey days prior. Travel restrictions have led to specific airlines' aircraft being spotted in a range of unusual places. This has extended to Lufthansa, whose Airbus A380s and Boeing 747s were even seen in New Zealand. At the same time, Air New Zealand's aircraft made a rare appearance in Frankfurt on the other end of the route. More recently, Qantas has also visited Frankfurt as part of its effort to repatriate stranded Australians. At the very end of January, Lufthansa completed its longest flight since the German flag carrier was founded. Delta Alpha India X-Ray Papa, one of the airline's newer Airbus A350s, flew non-stop from Hamburg in Germany to Mount Pleasant in the Falkland Islands. Departing Sunday evening, the 15-hour 36-minute flight touched down the next day. Upon arriving at Mount Pleasant, the crew, including ground handlers and mechanics, have been resting in quarantine. Then, at 19:20 on February 3rd, the aircraft departed, bound for its Munich home. With a duration of 14 hours and 5 minutes, this was the furthest non-stop flight that has ever arrived in Munich. However, it wasn't just long flights that broke airline and airport records. Lufthansa also broke its record for the longest continuous crew duty period. As the crew was required to quarantine for 14 days before the trip, with the time spent in the Falklands included, the entire duty trip took 20 days for the crew. While it sounds like an intense assignment, interest from Lufthansa employees was incredible. Over 600 signed up for the 16 crew places. According to Lufthansa, the flight had a much lighter load on the return. On the way out, the aircraft had 16 members of the crew, in addition to 92 passengers. The passengers were spread across the business and economy cabin, with each being given enough space to lie flat on the seats. On the way back, the flight carried just 40 passengers who had disembarked the Polarstern research vessel, in addition to the original flight crew. As the Falkland Islands could not service the aircraft, all the waste from the outbound flight was also brought back to Germany. Lufthansa has two A350-900 configurations. This aircraft has 48 business class seats, meaning that everybody would have had a lie-flat business class seat, and there would have been plenty of space to explore in the economy cabin. What did you make of Lufthansa's record-breaking trip? Let us know what you think and why in the comments. Did you know that we publish over 175 stories every single week on simpleflying.com? Be sure to check the link in the description for more great stories just like this. Thanks for watching, and be sure to like and subscribe before you go.